I recently reread through the Star Wars Rebels Files sourcebook, which is an in-universe documentation of the lifespan of the Alliance to restore the Republic, with narration from several members from the Rebellion. In an early segment of the book, it covers a news article from Coruscant that discusses the arrests of 63 senators one day after the official formation of the Empire. These 63 senators were accused of treason and conspiracy against Emperor Palpatine, in collusion with the supposed Jedi insurgency, as the Empire called it. These senators were revealed to be members of the Delegation of 2000. This organization, the Delegation of 2000, was a group of senators that had become dissatisfied with Chancellor Palpatine, as they felt he had amassed too much power over the duration of the Clone Wars. If this concept sounds familiar to you, that might be because there was a deleted scene in Revenge of the Sith that introduced this idea. It showed Senators Bail Organa, Mon Mothma, and Padme Amidala meeting together to discuss Palpatine's status as the Chancellor. One of the running themes of the Clone Wars was that Palpatine had held onto his position as Chancellor for far too long, and there was concern about whether he'd ever step down. The Delegation was formed in response to that concern. Despite the scene being deleted, the Delegation of 2000 is still very much a canonical concept that exists within the Star Wars universe, and acts as the unofficial beginning of the early rebellion against the Empire. The 63 senators that were arrested were a part of this delegation, and were very clearly discovered by the Empire for their part in it. It's interesting, though, that the other senators, such as Bail Organa and Mon Mothma, were not arrested as well, which leads me to believe that the Empire didn't discover the full roster of the delegation. In the Rebel Files sourcebook, Mon Mothma writes that both she and Bail were temporarily detained, but soon released after they professed their loyalty to Palpatine and the Empire. Obviously, that was just a ruse, as both of them go on to form the Alliance many years later. Further evidence in the book shows that the Empire was fully aware of both the nature of the delegation as well as the number of senators involved. The quote from the book reads, "All those arrested had also been signatories to the Petition of 2000, a formal protest against Palpatine's new system of regional governorship that was signed by 2,000 legislators and presented during the last full Senate session." So, they clearly knew what was going on, but only 63 senators were caught, plus Bail and Mon Mothma were detained, and who knows if any other senators had also had to profess their loyalty as well. Still, that leaves quite a lot of other senators who got away with it, which implies that maybe the Empire didn't find the full list of senators involved. So, there's some interesting trivia regarding the Delegation of 2000. I think if the Clone Wars kept going and Order 66 never happened, the senators involved with the delegation would have kept trying to get Palpatine out of office. But I think with the death of the Jedi and the arrests of 63 of those senators involved, they decided to lay low. At least until they were sure they could do something else about Palpatine and the Empire. Anyway, that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for checking it out.